motherfucking wig is itchy like that motherfucker. Hold on.
Hey, get those bottles out the camera.
You said what?
Get the bottles out the camera.
The box?
The bottles.
Alright. Let me see. Alright. There were so many good days with this. I remember the times I used to come downstairs in the middle of the night. Thank you, Muffin Drip. Thank you, baby. I remember the times I used to catch her cleaning out her little box in the motherfucking sink. And I tell baby like, why? Thank you, baby. I say, why, baby? She just don't know. I say, baby, it's unsanitary.
Girl, I did tell old girl that is a pimp. I did. If she ever said Barbie told me he was a pimp, I did. Because I thought he was still a pimp. But when he got on here yesterday talking that square shit, talking about I'm looking for love. No, he's not. Girl, ain't no pimp gonna get on social media talking about I'm looking for love. I used to be a real bona fide hoe, okay? If I was still a hoe, I would not pay that motherfucker. And he talking about he looking for love on here. I think he just, looking for some, females that, he could build with and they gotta have something. I said Paulie's new pimp wave. But when he said he looking for love on Bigo, I was like, he lost me with that. As a diversion could be. Unless Armani is doing something off the app that we don't know nothing about, if we gonna go off of her Bigo, hey Kyra, if we gonna go off her Bigo, that ain't it, because we all know she threw it back on him. So I haven't joined TKO and Armani because he wants people to leave their house and live with them. That's why. He wants the girls to live with him. I'm not about to give up this.
I don't know what's going on, man. I woke up to this shit, yo. Like, what's going on? Like they told me my uncle was on the live. You looking good? They said my uncle on the live. He sold you. What are you doing selling you? Hey, he sold. What? Hold on. What's going on? So is it this one that you won?
Yep, I won it.
Oh, you deserve it, man.
Let me take her home.
Take her home. Take her. Oh, the game look good, baby.
You too. Are y'all doing good, buddy? Hi, Armani.
She way upstairs in the room.
I know, I said hi.
But she stay away from my uncle, man. He be getting me into some shit. I ain't trying to. My uncle, he said my uncle was the one that sold you that shit.
Oh my God, I know. He's the best.
He the best?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna let him know, baby. Look, I don't know what's been happening, yo. Now we got. Why you didn't sell this one? You should have sold that one. Uncle be half. Man, he always half doing shit. He always doing half of shit. That nigga left to go buy some blood pressure medicine. When he get back, I'm gonna let him know about himself, man. Yeah, he should have sold all of them. How much he sell it for? $2? Come on, you can't be. What the fuck is $2 gonna do for the rent, cuz?
Pep rally, lane try to jack and get found in the next alley.
Got the scoop on a trick, we can hit on a lick. Curdy rich and be paying for sex probably.
This is why that bitch couldn't. You got a 700 score, but a bank didn't qualify you. Get the fuck out of here.
Leave and go do shit. And I did end up having to call out. And it was a huge deal. When I ever had to call off work, then it was like.
And now, after 3 months later, now she's saying TKO slapped Armani. Get out of here. But get me to the second box, y'all. Get me to my second box, and I got teeth. This bitch is so played out.
Plan my escape.
So go to.
You left in April. April? How many months is that? Get over it. And if he really did put his hands on me, why did you go all the way to LA, pack all your stuff up, and come back to this house? If you were afraid that he was gonna put hands on you, because you say that he put hands on me. Does that make sense? You left from here, you left from Vegas to drive all the way to LA to continue to pack your stuff and still move in here? Make it make sense. I never did nothing to you whatsoever. She blocked me. So.
He bought those for my birthday, and I didn't want them. And I'm surprised he kept them. Not really, though, because he's fucking still hoping for some shit. No silverware drawer. They have like 4 forks, 2 knives, 1 good knife, which is not good. It's dull. A few spoons, and Armani does the dishes in the sink and then puts them in the dishwasher to dry, and that's where they live. The dishes live in the dishwasher, which never gets used as a dishwasher, only a drying rack. Pregnancy, and she still thinks she's pregnant. No, she's just saying that so that you guys will continue to hope and stay with the story. For her to get pregnant, she would have to get fucked in a pussy, first of all. And on top of that, he would have to nut in her, which I don't think he would do. Barbie don't like me no more? No, I don't like Barbie no more. I told Barbie that we can't be cool no more because she's a key, chilling with the op. The only chair they have in there is the chair that I bought, that gaming chair. Other than that, they have 3 not broken plastic bar stools and 1 that is broken. Those plastic bar stools are the most uncomfortable shits I've ever sat on. College dormitory floor lamp with the extra arms, and some of them is hanging on by a thread. King size bed is broken too. Be careful when you sit on the bottom part because one of the beams is broken. That bed is broke. They all broke. They ain't got no kitchen table. They got all them old ass appliances. He's talking about something. We had the space for you. He was saying that I lived in a small ass pigsty or whatever the fuck he was saying. Nigga, I was moving. He saw it was trash everywhere. Literally, there were bags of trash in my apartment. Guess why? Because I'm trying to pick through shit and figure out what I'm going to leave behind and what I'm going to take. Because he was very adamant about not getting anything bigger than an SUV to transport me 7 years worth of shit. I'm either going to have to just toss it, throw it away, or bring it to Vegas in an SUV. How the fuck you cleaning toilets, bitch? They don't have trash cans either. They didn't have a trash can in the bathroom, no trash can in the studio. They got 1 trash can downstairs, and she cleans up after him every day, leaving water bottles and shit everywhere. He's definitely not 5'9", because that would make him taller than me, and y'all all know he's shorter than me. He used to say that I was lying about my height because he really want to be taller. It's a fucking joke, yo. What kind of grown-ass man lies about their age? Like, if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. I believe that Armani is still hoeing you guys. Everybody always say that. She always got throw her makeup on at night. That's just because she don't like to go live. So she waits until the end of the day when she's got to wait till the last minute. She's like, oh, I guess I'll get on live. And she don't have no content, so she don't know what to do. So that's why she does her makeup, because what else is she going to do? Can you guys answer? What the fuck else is she going to do? If she not doing her makeup, what is going to be the content? If it ain't hair, and if it ain't makeup, whatever will she talk about? She feels awkward if she just sits here and talks to you like this. Yo, I cleaned the bathroom upstairs once. I lived there for 5 weeks, all right? And I asked Armani, where's the toilet brush? And she said, we don't have one. I'm like, so then how do you clean the toilets? She was like, I just wipe it. So I didn't clean it inside. I just cleaned the outside because I'm not going to stick my hand in the toilet. Where does he buy his clothes from? Not where y'all think. Get a house tour, TKO. Can we see your kitchen table? Oh, you don't have one. Can we see your silverware drawer, bitch? You don't got one. You ain't got a silverware drawer. How y'all silverware drawer is the dishwasher. That's where y'all get all y'all clean plates and shit from, the dishwasher. And Armani's the dishwasher because they don't even have dishwashing detergent. They don't use that bitch. With him knocking her brains silly. She just be a dude deer in the headlights looking ass. Look. Before we did that, the Drip Angels versus the Nature Girls, TKO sat us down and we had to coach Armani. I was going to say, TKO, tried to coach us, but I didn't need no coaching. We were coaching her, and we were trying to get her to not be so, she don't know what the fuck to say when people ask her questions. She has everything TKO has. I don't see her with no blinged out Armani chain on. Where her what the fuck Armani chain at? Huh? Where her grill? All that jewelry is hers. Y'all remember when we all matched and we wore Versace? All those shirts were TKO's shirts. Not mine, not Armani's. Those, and we all wore his clothes. Where her fucking Al Capone telephone? The grill that almost fell out just now. He can't talk with that bitch. Second night I was there, y'all. I drunk, me and Armani on his live. Me and her was pretty like vibing. We was kind of all up on each other. We had a good time. And then after his live ended, I guess he felt some type of way. And he told Armani she was acting funny. I don't really know exactly how it all like went left. But this nigga straight slapped her, backhanded her in front of me in the living room. And I lost it. I was bawling. I was all tears. She started packing all her shit. She popped off all her press-on nails. She went and packed up all her stuff. I'm like screaming and shit. He left the house immediately. The police came because she called her parents and said that she was coming home. And she started throwing all her shit into a bag, and I'm begging her not to leave. She said that he would never do that to me. He would only just do it to her, and that I would be straight, and that I'd be better for him, and that all of this other bullshit or whatever. So I'm like, if you leave, I'm gonna leave. Ain't no way in hell I could put up with this type of shit. Hell nah. So she left. He came back home. Armani took a Uber. She went to the fucking airport. Yeah. She left. I cried myself to sleep on the couch with him. Woke up the next day, texted Armani like, are you okay? Where are you? She upstairs. This bitch is upstairs. So I was like, oh, I'm glad you didn't leave. Good. Okay, cool. Can you come with me to LA today? Because I was going back to get the rest of my stuff. Yes, this is my first time telling this story, y'all. I was like, I already bought a bus ticket because he told me when we first left LA and I had left majority of all my stuff, he told me that he wasn't coming back from none of this crap. He was like, you already have too much stuff. Y'all, mind you, I moved from LA to Vegas with an SUV's worth of stuff. An SUV, that's it. Just my clothes could have filled up all of that, to be honest. He wouldn't take me back, so I bought a bus ticket that morning before I even knew Armani was there. Bought a bus ticket, reserved a pickup truck at the airport, and I was going to go by myself and get somebody in LA to help me since he wasn't going to help me. So when she didn't leave, I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad you're still here. You're okay, cool. You want to come to LA? She was like, I'm not coming with you because I want to take as much time as I can with the dogs because I'm leaving on Monday. I went downstairs and told TKO Armani said she's still leaving, and he got so fucking pissed. He ran upstairs and started telling her, if you want to go, then go. If you want to leave now, then, bitch. He's all in her fucking face. And then she starts crying. And she's saying she don't really want to go. I told Armani, if you want to go, then go. If you still finna leave on Monday, why wait? Just leave now. Leave now. I got you on a ticket. I'll buy your fucking plane ticket. She's like, there are no flights. I'm getting out on Monday. And then eventually, like 5 minutes into the argument, she's crying and saying she don't really want to go. That's not really what she want to do. That was the day, the morning she woke up with the fucking cold sore, y'all. That morning. That shit sprouted up overnight. Begged to stay. Said that she didn't really want to leave. And then he's like, and you don't even want to support your sister? You ain't even trying to support your sister and take her? You ain't trying to help her with her stuff in LA? And that would be a perfect moment for y'all to bond? And you ain't even trying to support your sister when she needs you? But yeah, so me and her end up riding to LA together. And then on the way home, he told her, Jenny, thank you. I would drive first when we were leaving LA to come back to Vegas. And then she needed to get her 2 hours in the car on the way back. And she didn't want to go live because of that cold sore. Slums, what's up? And when we went to the grocery store first, before we left LA, we went to Ralph's. And I cashed out my piggy bank. And I was excited about that because I was like, we can split it. I'll give you half the cash. And she's not allowed to have her own money. Okay? She wouldn't even take it. She wouldn't even take half the cash from the piggy bank. And I kept it. I kept the secret from him. I wasn't going to give him my cash. And my little $60. That was my $60. Yeah, Nina. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I moved in. Like, he really expected me to cash out him all my money. Like, all of it. Everything I cashed out from Bigo, he wanted the money. I'm telling y'all. And then would promise that he was going to pay the bills and then don't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he acts like I'm some type of evil bitch who paid her choosing fee. Listen, I'm not a hoe. I've never been a hoe. I wasn't raised around pimps and hoes. I'm not a fucking hoe. I didn't know that it was a choosing fee. You told me it was going to be for a down payment on a house. I didn't realize that I was choosing up. Nigga, I chose down. My whole lifestyle changed for the worse. My whole lifestyle changed for the worst moving in with them. I used to live by myself doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Now I have to follow your dumbass rules, give you all my money, and stay in a 10 by 10 foot box. So she likes knowing that it's all up to him. You know what I mean? She's just weak. Why didn't you say this before? Because abuse is not like a light topic. This nigga is really abusive, and I didn't really want to come all the way out here and let y'all know how evil of a man this is, but it's clear that I need to, because he's gonna just continue trying to drag me and try to make it seem like I'm toxic. No, you're the worst. Armani flying messages across the screen saying I want to be in her position. Bitch, hell the fuck no, I don't. He might have hit me with a shake, but he ain't never backhanded me across my face.
Told me that when we was together, you said he slapped her.
Yep.
And she was ready to go.
Yep.
And then, like, yeah, how he's very abusive to that woman. So her face might be swole because he over there whooping on her ass. He was trying to ride for her, and how you was trying to, like, really uplift her and shit like that. And she just, that's one dumb bitch.
Well, I mean, I'm a dumb bitch too, because I stayed after I saw that shit and didn't think he was going to do it to me, because Armani's all like, he would never do that to you. He wouldn't treat you like this. He only does this to me. But yeah, he threw a fucking shake at me 10 days later. Back towards us like he was going to hit us. So I ran into the driveway. I'm holding my water bottle, this one. Y'all know, my main water bottle in one hand, and I'm backing away from him, and he's coming up on me like a fucking bull. And then he tried to grab my water bottle and snatch it out of my hand. He didn't get it. And I'm like, just like preparing myself for him to try to hit me. And I tried to stay in the middle of the street because I wanted all the neighbors to see if he was going to do something crazy. And I was just like staying away from the house and like backpedaling. And then finally he went to the house, and I sat back in the car. That's when I took that video. And Armani was like trying to get me to calm down. She was calm the whole entire time because she was used to this type of shit. And I didn't want to go in the house. And after like 20 minutes, I finally went in the house, and I went straight to my room, took off my clothes, took a shower, and then arranged my U-Haul. And I that's when I snuck away, got an Uber, and came back with 2 movers. And that's when he decided to go live while I was packing my shit and act like it was all a joke. But that shit was not a motherfucker. What is Armani doing with hers? Can you guys name me a talent of Armani's? He says she's a professional punching bag. She's good at getting beat on. That's terrible. She's not good at anything. TKO is the first one to always remind her that she has no drive. If it wasn't for him, she would never get up in the morning. That's what he tells her all the time. He makes sure she knows. Life and almost ruined everything. I could have took them for every dime they had. Nigga, please. You're the one that took advantage of me. I lost in that situation. I'm the one who regrets ever fucking meeting you. Why are you trying to spin it like I did something to you? I didn't do shit to them. And Liz too. I never did something to that bitch. She calling me a snake. Bitch, you a snake. I thought we was friends, and then next thing I know, I'm talking about you, Yetta. You got a bad energy. And what it really was is that she's jealous. The bitch is jealous. He asked him, have you ever put your hands on Armani? He got mad. Why would you ask me that? He got mad. Like, why would you even put me in that situation, OG? You know how things is. Why would you ever? He got all mad. Like, you even asked me that question is disrespectful. Because he know it's true. Yes, of course he's put his hands on her. And he's like, why would you put me on a spot like that? You a P, I'm a P. You know how we do? Of course he fucking slaps her. No reason to come out here and lie about him smacking Armani on the second night I ever stayed with him. TC said he's hit her. Of course. I don't feel bad for the bitch. She could have been left. Bad for her. She's a scammer. She's a scammer. She says, I've been with TKO for 14 years. He's a great man. He does a lot. I really recognize who he is. So she ain't never had nothing else. And she never will either. She gonna stay with that nigga till he kill her. If she does leave, where can she go? What money does she have? None. Zero. Zilch. But you know what would happen? If she left him, all y'all would cash app her. She would start selling weave in bundles, and y'all would be like, oh my God, Armani, yes, we'll do anything to support you. I'm so happy you're free from that vulture. And she would be straight. She might even be popular. She might actually be happy. The bitch always sad and depressed. Moved in fast. He sees that. You're smart, and he knows that. I really fuck with you. This is Barbie talking to me, y'all. And whatever we talk about, I promise I won't tell anyone. That's what she's saying. Now, the day when he hit Armani, I said to Barbie, Armani leaving. I don't know what to do. It's 12:39 a.m. She says, what the fuck? Oh my God. I won't say anything, but I'm going to tell you something. The last nigga I had like that, the main girl was with him forever, and she left because a new girl came and he liked her. And she felt like it was her time to leave. She didn't do it to be malicious. She did it because she felt it was time to go. It happens all the time, girl, and she feel you're the right girl to fill her spot. I said, shaking my head, I don't think I'm that bitch. I'm tempted to get all my shit and go right the fuck now. She said, I'm dead. Oh my God. I was like, I'm feeling like I might be making a big mistake, Barbie. Please don't tell anyone. She's like, I promise I won't. I swear on my dog. You know how she loved her dog. She was like, all I'm going to say is if she leave, it's going to be a lot on your plate. And I said, I can't deal with that. And she was like, if you want to talk, call me on my other. I didn't tell Barbie that he slapped Armani, but I told her that she was leaving. And that I ain't know what to do. I felt like I was making a big mistake. Blah, 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 blah. So it's like her encouraging me, hyping me up about being with this nigga. Meanwhile, you already know what kind of dude he is, and that he's gonna snatch all my money and never give any of it back. And now you over here kikiing with this motherfucker, and we supposed to be friends, and you supposed to be my girl or whatever. Like, nah, we not friends. We never was. If she was really my friend, she would have talked me out of that. Like, well, because TKO always says that he took Armani on their first date at the church. Yeah, their first date started out at a church, and then she ended up being his fucking hoe. Literally. And she act like she wasn't a hoe. That bitch was definitely a hoe, y'all. She definitely sold pussy for TKO, yes. When we would go to the hotel, she would say stuff like, this place brings me back bad memories. And she would say, I know these halls way too well. And she knew everywhere to park. She's like, oh, I definitely know where we are. Like, saying stuff like that. She done been all up and down them goddamn hotel halls. Oh, y'all was probably finna fuck her. So she said, she gonna say, no, that's what you're here for. I said, what? You don't like sex? And she was like, it's not that I don't like sex. It's just that I get sick of doing the same thing all the time. I was like, in the butt? And she's like, yeah. She gets sick of always getting fucked in the ass. I would get sick of that shit too. It's gonna happen again. And he talked about how he removed himself from the situation and went to go get that hotel room for a week or whatever. That day, I thought he was gonna hit us both. But we had the air conditioning dude there. He was sitting on a ladder upstairs while TKO was yelling at us. So I think that the fact that we had a stranger in the house kind of saved us. Does he wear weave in contacts? Weave for sure. Now, I've never seen him without those contacts on. So I think he might have gotten that surgery like T.I.'s wife, Tiny, did. Why do you think Liz is back with him? Because Liz is struggling for attention and views.
Armani. Not even slightest.
Yeah. I'll never be on Armani's level. That's fact. Because I'm never going to sell my pussy. Right. If they had credit, why is he renting a car and got another one with duct tape? Gorilla glue, bitch. He gorilla glued the door pieces back on that truck.
And I own my cars.
She came from a shack, y'all.
I didn't live in a shack. I lived in a studio apartment in LA. My shit was $1,100 a month. And it wasn't that small. It was cute as fuck. I had a built-in vanity and everything.
Ain't you out there with little bro?
He's 37.
So have fun.
Yeah.
Like,
all in the bag.
I know can't nobody believe that this nigga is 28. He look older than he even is.
Clips like, yeah, we're high off now. Like, we know y'all do what y'all do.
Okay, yeah, and she keeps on trying to say that I do coke. I don't do coke. I don't know where she got this from, but I don't do coke, guys. What the fuck? Where she getting this from? Goddess, thank you. That's like the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, you just say blatantly untrue things. Like, why? Why y'all lying?
You short $4,000. Cut your shit out.
So what's his math anyway? Because I gave him 17,500. So he says I'm short 4,000. That's not including the 27 dragons that I gave him that he didn't give me. I'm up on his board 27 dragons more than him. That's another 4,500 right there. Please find what did I do to TKO to make him hate me? Can anyone tell me? Also, what did I ever do to Liz? All right. Can anybody tell me? Commissioned for my birthday. So April 23rd was my birthday, y'all. That was a long time ago. I wanted to leave them shits at the hotel, but Ashley was like, but they're beautiful. I can't leave those paintings. You know how she talk. I can't leave those paintings here, Yetta. And I was like, well, if you want to take them, you carry them. So she carried them, and we left them in the garage with the rest of my stuff that was in the garage. And whenever he came to meet me after like a week after I went to go pick up my stuff from storage and was missing so much, he tried to give me them paintings back too out of the trunk of his car. And I said, I don't want those. I wanted to leave them in the hotel. Ashley wouldn't let me. He's like, so you don't want them at all? I was like, no, I don't want them. And he kept them. Nigga, you sentimental as hell. You hoping, keeping hope alive, huh? Why would you hang on to those? Anyway, I would have trashed them shits. Since I'm so bad, I'm such the devil.
But no shade, you been eating it up. And I think he just so mad the fact that you been, you know what I'm saying, clapping back, using your platform to tell your side of the story. You got every right to. No shade.
Look, he on this drip angel audition shit every fucking night, constantly with the well, you know, my last relationship, and you know, my previous relationship, my last drip angel did this. Would you be like that? He constantly throwing shade at me. So yeah, I'm a fucking talk about it. Yeah. Since you're trying to paint me out to be some type of toxic individual, people need to be careful around me because I'm dangerous. I didn't do shit to you. Can you give anybody examples of where I fucked you out of some money, or I scammed you, or I did you bogus, or I lied to you? No. Liz, do you have any reason why you hate me so much? No. So why y'all over here trying to drag me? They talking about, oh, Yetta doesn't. She's a cokehead. Where y'all getting this from, yo? I don't fucking do coke. Like, why you just lying about shit? Like, for real, bro? Blatantly lying. That's what we're doing now.
Girl, but you know why Liz don't like you, sis. I'm going to give you the answer. Because you're beautiful. Duh. No shade. People be thinking I be fake when I be genuine. Like, because they not used to seeing this nice side of me yet. You already know what it is in real life, girl. But you know I told you in real life you're pretty as fuck. Liz is just jealous because she's Asian. Like, that, like, this bitch is in her 40s is not old. But you in your late 30s and you looking like you my age, Yetta. No shame. And that's a compliment. Bitch, you over there, you can compete with the 20-year-old, sis. That's why she mad.
Thank you. Yeah, and you know they love to talk about a bitch body. Meanwhile, he got an A cup on one side and a B on the other. This nigga can't even get in a swimming pool
Come on,
comfortably.
sis. Don't he wear a B cup? He got titties. He can't talk about your body.
Yeah, he had me and Armani doing research on the difference between chest lipo and chest implants for dudes.
Wait, they got chest lipo for niggas? I should have thought. Duh, that's
Yep,
they got
it's called
everything.
like vesicular lipo or something. There's two different types of lipo.
Wait, was that her fupa?
You should have never showed them right now. But those are so cute.
She ain't got no ass.
Oh my god. Those are so cute.
He called
Wait
you
for
bad
it.
body built. Liz got the nerve to call you bad body built. Look at her body.
That is sexy, girl.
She prancing around, body rolling and shit. She really look at herself. Y'all, she you know how people see themselves different. Like, I don't know what kind of mirrors she got in the house or whatever. She really thinks she look good, y'all.
You gotta tell me where you got those from.
And no girl in the box hyping her up. You gotta tell me where you got those from. You look cute. Those are cute.
Girl, she moving. You remember she was doing her body rolls. Her body rolls stiffer than that ponytail that don't move. No shade.
Choosing fee. A choosing fee is when a hoe has to pay a pimp to be her pimp. And that's what he's calling it. When I came through it, that I had to pay my choosing fee. He's saying that shit now. And that's exactly what he wants from the new bitches too. He's asking them what their credit score is, how much money they got saved up, and everything. Because he wants them to come with a bag. And it's their choosing fee. Which I didn't know that. If I would have known it was a choosing fee or what the fuck a choosing fee was, you think I would have showed up? Everybody's like, you knew what you got yourself into. Do y'all really think that I knew that I wasn't going to get none of my money back and that we were never going to get a house? If I knew that, I never would have gave him all that money. It was supposed to
But
be for
sis,
a
why
down
do
payment
people
on a
act like
house.
everybody knew who TKO was when he first came on his app? Because bitch, I didn't. I didn't
I
know who
never
the
heard
fuck
of him.
this man was. I didn't know
Me
he did
neither.
all of this until you brought it to light.
Because he's a nobody. The more people I meet in Vegas, you'll be shocked how many of them are hoes. And they be like, oh, you knew TKO Capone? He's a joke. Him and Armani. I used to dance at a club with her. I used to know them. I used to do this with them. And in real life, they ain't shit. They're embarrassing.
These niggas ain't shit. Yeah, I never heard of him until now.
He ain't shit. His music is trash. And if a grown-ass man lies about their age and shaves off 9 years, you know it's something wrong with him mentally.
They saying was Armani
Y'all, he's
pregnant? No,
37 years
we
old.
can't answer that question. No, it was a storyline.
Give you a tour of the house. I want you guys to know that they have no toilet brushes in the house. Not one toilet brush. I want y'all to know that they don't have a silverware drawer. And if you want a fork, you got to open the
How do
dishwasher
they
and
clean
find
the
one there. They
toilet?
only have about 4. I
I'm
don't
a
know,
bougie bitch.
with
I
a
don't
rag
even
or
stick
something. She
my
said
hands in there with a what's it called, a sponge to clean my own shit. I have to have one.
I don't want to reach inside the toilet
Come on
bowl,
now, that's
period.
nasty.
They don't got no toilet brush. When you first walk in, that toe up ass couch that y'all all know and love. And then he has one of those dorm style floor lamps with like 6 arms that bend in different ways. You know how kids get when they first 18 and they go away to the dorm. That's what they get. That lamp. That's what he got. And they have no dining room table. The only chairs they have in the house are that gaming chair that I bought, and the 3 plastic bar stools. There's one plastic bar stool that's broken, so that one doesn't count. When we used to sit on them uncomfortable ass plastic bar stools for Drip Idol, our asses would be falling asleep the whole fucking time. Uncomfortable as hell. When we had to change the air filter for the air conditioning that went out like 3 times while we were living
Three
there,
times.
uh, I had to hold steady the gaming chair. I had to hold the gaming chair steady under the filter so TK could get up there and try to put it on, because there's not a stable surface to stand on, period. They have 2 nightstands in their room next to their king size bed that is also broken. They don't sleep on the bed. There ain't no TV upstairs. That's why they say they don't sleep on the bed, because they want to fall asleep watching TV. So they sleep on the couch head to head down there at the bottom. And don't brush their teeth before they go to sleep. I had to bring that up. Hey, you guys should probably floss. You don't
They
floss. You
don't
should floss.
floss.
And also brush your teeth before bed.
Gingivitis
No.
is serious.
You came the day before I moved. It was shit everywhere. I'm not going to lie. And I left most of it there because I wasn't allowed to bring it. He came to pick me up in an SUV. That's all I could do was pack the SUV with all of my stuff. You think all of my stuff would fit in a fucking SUV? I needed a 10-foot truck for all the stuff that I had accumulated. So yeah, I had stuff, but who wouldn't in 7 years of living in the same apartment? I could always do by myself. And then I got to live in this tiny little 10-foot by 10-foot motherfucking room with a bed on the floor. I couldn't even put shit under the fucking bed.
Wait, the mattress was on the floor. Damn, not they couldn't even. TKO is just shitty.
Yeah, so for him trying to say that he rescued me or some shit, like the desk that they had in that room for me was busted as hell
Airport.
too.
But bitch, you stayed and you still had your apartment
Right.
and went back there, but you still
And
stayed.
you know her little gullible people gonna be like, "Oh, for real? Oh, for real?" So all this time, but until I read your, I don't never do no reading because what? The reason why I read her, she try to flip everything. She try to say she comes on live every day and I'm talking about her. Me and all my people know we don't do that at all. Like I don't even do that shit, you know. But anyway, so she says that, but we all know that today she was talking about Armani, and then she admits she did that today, and that's why I did it. Then I don't know, she backwards, but she was talking about Armani, and I said what I said, and she didn't like that shit. So now all of a sudden, 5 months later, I'm beating on Armani. Okay.
It's gonna be
No,
something
but
else tomorrow.
she was
It's gonna be something else
specifically
tomorrow.
asked, and she's like, "No, y'all, I can't say that. It was never done in me. But give me to 2 boxes, and I got exclusive
I mean,
to
what you
3 boxes."
doing? This own you already said you was a witch. Just own
But
being a
she got
witch.
an
We don't.
altar and got mad because you said, "Don't bring that into my house."
Yeah, I said don't bring it. She told you about that, or she said
I,
it live?
you told me.
Oh,
No, I
yeah. I
saw
didn't
it
want.
spiritually.
Yeah, yeah. I told her, and
I
she
know
had a.
y'all
I guess
didn't tell nobody about that one, but
somebody
they
told
gonna
me.
call me a witch soon. But it's not
Somebody.
a witch.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody. When we first got together, somebody was saying that was her name on Instagram. I told her to change that shit. She changed it though. She changed it. She respect it. I just said like we don't do that. We ain't no witches. She Latino. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. Thank you.
And people
Thank
think
you
they're
for the
boss
shield.
bots.
We
I know
we
they're
we
called
almost
hearts.
we almost at the
Joyous,
motherfucking.
they did.
We one shield away. One shield and 2 treasures away. Take this crown off my head. You know I don't like the crown. I don't like that. I ain't no king. I'm a god. Hold on 1 second. Thank you, Sagittarius. TKO, hey Liz. Y'all both looking. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
She still serving me dinners, y'all.
Did I
Yeah.
show it? Let's
Yeah,
start a
hold on.
PK.
No, we got to hold on. We got to get more people in here today. I only got 600 people.